So mad because I moved into Radius thinking I found myself at least a home, but unfortunately they could not. And it's not to be mean and say that they could not, it's just like they hired the wrong people to be in charge, and now it's like they're just making up stuff, and they're like, oh, luckily I won't have an eviction notice or anything, but they want me to get out. They said, oh, you stole toilet paper. Is that a reason to evict anybody? I didn't even steal any toilet paper. That's so childish. I don't know who wrote, maybe the owner, I don't know who did that. I bought this really nice chair from I bought this really nice chair from the TikTok shop. This is the best chair I've ever had because it's super small and it fits in my apartment so well. And I have a pole, and they're like, oh, you put a pole in the lobby. And I'm like, so what if I put a pole in the lobby? I didn't put it in the lobby. I was trying to make sure, I don't have an in-home care provider to help me with everything. So when this pole came, I wanted to make sure this pole was working before I brought it all the way upstairs, and then have to go all the way downstairs and return it box it up and take it to Amazon. I'm like, you know what? I can't, I didn't even put it all the way up. Like, I literally have a video. This is the pole all the way up. What is the big deal? A pole? I mean, I'm a content creator, so a lot of the time my apartment is too messy. How am I supposed to do business with anybody if I'm always having a messy space? So I did it downstairs thinking that they were going to have compassion, but then they have all these like Asian people, no offense to Asian people, but even I don't know who's saying what. But I know that Asian people have a way of always complaining about a mess and things like that. And it's like, I clean up after my mess. I'm cleaning up my mess right now because I'm going to move out, right? And I'm going to show you guys the before and after pictures. Like, I'm a very organized person. I would never mess up my name by, like, I cleaned out that closet. I bought these suitcases. I donated and threw away all the stuff I spent so much money on. I had to throw away, all because they want me out for some stupid reason. Okay, you're dancing in a public space. Okay, but it's indoors. Like, so you have to put notes there, right? I'm trying to help you guys be better. I'm trying to help you build a better company so that you don't have other people complaining about the same things. What happens? You open Airbnb and people start drinking and partying. There has to be rules written and posted on the wall so people can never say you never wrote it. That's what I do. I'm like, okay, if somebody's smart, they're like, well, if you never wrote it, if you never made it clear that those rules existed, how do you expect people to follow those rules? You can't just start making stuff up along the way. You can do that, but it still has to be approved. You still have to I guess report it and put it on your lease. You still have to write it out, right? You have to change your whole entire lease at this point because you can't make up stuff. And you can't make the public space in the lobby. Like, I can work with people, but I'm saying, like, with LAHSA and people from shelters moving in and stuff like that, you have to find a way to help them get better instead of just, because then it's going to be on you. Like, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Like, that's what I would do. Like, I don't always want to deal with people from shelters, right? But if you can't get rid of them, you have to help them. Find a way. And if not, then just get rid of them. But you have to find a kind way to get rid of them, or just to kick them out and have a reasonable reason to throw them out. It has to be a reasonable reason. But you can't, I always tell them, if you want me out, I'll leave. I'm not going to force myself to be in a place where I'm not wanted. All you have to do, and that's what they did. They basically signed the paper, told me, and they made up whatever they wanted to make up. And then they were like, all right. And I'm like, fine, I'll leave. No argument about it because I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems with anybody. Oh, well, okay. You know what I mean? I didn't steal any toilet paper.